Hello, my name is Joshua Brown from howtobecome.com and welcome to this interview training video where I'm going to help you pass your job interview at the very first attempt. Now, in this video, I'm going to do something a little different. You'll watch a top scoring candidate in a live job interview answering some of the most common interview questions, and after each answer, I will break it down and explain why it's a top scoring response and, more importantly, how you can get the edge over the other candidates. This way, you'll not only see how to structure your answers, but also understand the key elements that interviewers are really looking for and what you can do to be successful at your next interview. And before we start, do comment below and tell me what role you're interviewing for and who with. I'll give you some extra tips to help you prepare. I'll also share with you in this video how you can get free access to our online interview masterclass, which includes 50 modules covering every common interview question, insider tips, and even a virtual mock interview for you to try. Okay, let's get started with the first question, where you will watch one of the world's leading interview coaches, Richard McMunn, give a brilliant answer in a live interview, and then I'll break down his response to give you the perfect formula. That way, you can give your own winning answer every time. Watch this closely.
Please, tell me about yourself.
Thank you very much for giving me this opportunity. My name is Richard and I have the skills and qualities needed to meet the role's demands. I am fast working, responsive, trustworthy and self-disciplined. My experience working on teams, solving problems and completing time-sensitive projects means I am ready-made for this position. I am a high achiever. In my last job, I was praised for my strong work ethic and how I supported co-workers in their duties. If you hire me, I will carry out tasks outside the scope of my job description to help the company in times of need, and I will always support you in new initiatives so you quickly become the market leader. Thank you for listening.
That's a brilliant response to that opening interview question. Tell me about yourself. And it's brilliant for several reasons. Take a note of this. First, notice how he thanks the interviewer for the opportunity right at the start. This immediately sets a positive tone and shows respect. Next, he focuses on his skills and qualities that are relevant to the job role. Fast working, trustworthy, disciplined, and a strong team player. He doesn't waste time talking about hobbies or irrelevant details. He then backs it up with experience, specifically working on teams, solving problems, and delivering under pressure. This makes his claims credible. Notice how he adds a clear achievement, being praised for his strong work ethic. Achievements prove to the panel that you've already succeeded in similar environments. Finally, he ends powerfully by stating the type of person he is, someone who will go above and beyond, support company initiatives, and contribute to long-term success. This is the perfect example of using the SEAT method, S-E-A-T, skills, experience, achievements, and the type of person you are. If you use this structure, you'll never go wrong with your first answer. That SEAT method answer you just saw Richard give is a brilliant way to stand out and give a fantastic first impression at your interview. Let's now take a look at another question that you can easily be the standout candidate with by using a response just like this.
What are your greatest strengths?
My greatest strengths are a perfect match for the job description. These include problem solving. I am renowned for being someone who takes ownership of difficult problems as opposed to leaving them for other people to deal with. I am calm and resilient during challenging situations, and I always find a way to overcome difficulties. Another strength is my commercial awareness. I understand that you are paying me a salary and I have a duty to give you a brilliant return. I will do that by completing my duties quickly and bringing creative ideas to the team to help increase revenue.
That's another outstanding answer. Let's unpack it. When asked, what are your greatest strengths? Richard starts by saying his strengths are a perfect match for the job description. This is a clever strategy because it instantly reassures the panel that he's the right fit. He then highlights problem solving as his first strength, and crucially, he explains how he takes ownership of problems rather than leaving them for others. This shows leadership and initiative. Next, he talks about being calm and resilient under pressure, two vital traits in any workplace. Then he introduces commercial awareness. This is something many candidates miss. Employers want people who understand that business success matters. By saying, "You are paying me a salary and I have a duty to give you a return," he shows a mature, results-focused mindset. Notice again how he doesn't just list strengths, he justifies each one with context, which makes the answer far more convincing. When you answer this question, think carefully about the skills the job requires and select 2 or 3 that directly match those requirements. Always explain why they are valuable to the employer. Oh, and a great thing to do in your own preparation is to look at the job description before your interview and match all of the key skills and qualities that they are after to your own strengths and experiences. This will help you in every question you answer. Let's now take a look at a different style of interview question, a behavioural interview question. Watch this closely.
Tell me about a challenge you had to overcome.
Yes, no problem. In my previous job, I noticed that we frequently ran out of a top-selling product during peak seasons, which resulted in frustration for our customers and also lost revenue for the business. I took responsibility for investigating the cause and finding a sustainable solution. I reviewed 2 years of sales data and confirmed that demand for the product spiked during spring and summer. I suggested to my manager that we increase stock order levels by 30% in advance of peak months. My suggestion was approved, and as a result, we avoided the product selling out completely the following year. This change boosted sales of the product by 15%, which resulted in $27,000 extra revenue for the company.
This is a textbook example of using the STARR method: situation, task, action, result. First, he sets the situation. A business frequently ran out of top-selling product during peak seasons. Then he defines the task, investigate the cause and find a solution. For the action, notice how he doesn't just guess. He analysed 2 years of sales data. This shows a logical, evidence-based approach. The result was outstanding, a 15% boost and $27,000 in additional revenue. Adding measurable results makes the story powerful and memorable. It's a great answer. He shows he takes initiative and creates long-term solutions that benefit the business. This is exactly what interviewers want, not just someone who spots problems, but someone who solves them and delivers measurable value. When you answer, always think about adding numbers, percentages, or outcomes. Employers love candidates who talk about impact, not just activity, and always use that STARR structure for any behavioural interview question. Okay, let's now take a look at the next question and Richard's brilliant response.
Why should we hire you?
You should hire me for 3 reasons. First, I am ready-made for this position in terms of my skills, qualities, knowledge, and expertise. This means I can come into the role and have an immediate impact while requiring minimal supervision. The second reason you should hire me is because I will willingly carry out duties outside the scope of my job description to help your company in times of need. And finally, the third reason why you should hire me is because I have created a 30, 60 and 90-day plan of action that details what I will do in this role within the first 3 months of starting work, and I would like to give you a copy before I leave the interview.
This is a fantastic closing answer to that question. Why should we hire you? Here is why it works. He gives 3 clear reasons, which makes the answer structured and easy to remember. First, he says he's ready-made for the role. This builds confidence that he can make an immediate impact with minimal training. Second, he demonstrates flexibility by saying he'll take on tasks outside his job description when needed. Employers love adaptable people. And third, he goes above and beyond by mentioning he has prepared a 30, 60 and 90-day plan of action. This is an advanced strategy that very few candidates think of. It shows preparation, foresight and genuine commitment. This answer works because it's confident, structured and forward-thinking. The message is to the panel, if you hire me, you'll get someone who delivers results from day one. Oh, and if you'd like a copy of Richard's 30, 60 and 90-day plan templates for interviews that are already pre-filled in, so you simply need to print them off and hand them over to the hiring manager at your next interview, then click that link in the top right-hand corner right now. So there you have it. 4 of the most common interview questions, complete with top scoring answers from Richard McMunn and my breakdown of why they are so effective. Here's a quick recap of the strategies that we covered. Number 1, tell me about yourself. Make sure you use the SEAT method. Skills, experience, achievements, and type of person you are. Question number 2 was, what are your greatest strengths? Make sure you match them to the job description and justify them to the interview panel. Question number 3 was, tell me about a challenge you had to overcome, or tell me about a difficult problem you needed to overcome. Use the STARR method, STAR, and always include measurable results. And question number 4 was, why should we hire you? Give 3 compelling reasons. Show adaptability and, if possible, present that 30, 60, 90-day plan if you really want to be the standout candidate. Now, if you'd like to take your preparation further, I highly recommend you sign up for our best-selling Ultimate Online Interview Training course, delivered by Richard McMunn, by clicking that link right now in the top right-hand corner and heading over to our website, howtobecome.com. Now, it's completely free for 14 days, and inside you'll find everything you need to pass any interview. Step-by-step training, sample answers, and insider tips. It includes over 50 modules breaking down every common interview question, provides those insider tips, a mock interview for you to try with Richard, and over 25 years of insider recruitment insight, guaranteed to make you the standout candidate at your interview. Now, you can get instant access by clicking the link in the top right-hand corner of this video right now, or in the pinned comment below. Before you go, please remember to do 3 things for me. Firstly, subscribe to the channel. I upload new interview training videos every week to help you succeed. Please like this video, it really motivates me to keep creating more free content for you. And finally, do leave me a comment below and tell me what role you are interviewing for and who with. I'll give you some extra tips to help you prepare. Thank you very much for watching, and I wish you all the very best of luck in your next interview. You've got this.